Okay, Amber, so last summer you were higher tier, where you got an E. So let's see if you're more suited to success on these foundation papers. You haven't given me an estimate, so let's see how you get on. Right, you haven't got them all there. You've forgotten 1 and 18, so you're only going to get one of those marks. 1, 3, 4, 6 is correct. That's wrong because it has to be a 4-digit number. So you need to make sure you're using all of those digits. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 there. And then you lose that bottom mark. 8,000 is correct. That is not 3/4 as a decimal. 3/4 is 0.75. Quarters, 3/4, things like that, you need to know the equivalents. So 3/4 is 0.75. As a percentage, it would be 75%. 1/4 would be 0.25, 25%, and so on. That's right. And here, the order that you put is descending, not ascending. Ascending means going from smallest to largest. So you're only going to get one of those marks there. And this is an estimate. What you've done there is not an estimate. What they're looking for you to do is to make two close numbers that are easier to multiply. So that's 100, that's 20, and the estimate is 2,000. So you won't get those marks either. So total for the first page: 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13. Okay, so there's quite a few marks there that hopefully you can easily put right that you've lost. 67 is right. This is wrong because you've changed the value or the order of the question. The value of the term is 88, so 88 equals 7 times the number of the term, which is what they're asking you to find, add 4. So from there, it's solving an equation. So the first thing you're going to do is take 4 off both sides, just to leave the 7 times n. And then to get the n on its own, you have to do the opposite of timesing by 7, which is dividing by 7. So n works out to be 12. So no marks for that. And that is correct. So 4 marks there. So here you are going to get all the marks, although you could have gone up in ones to fill the whole page. So 4 for that and 1 for that, so that's good. Your perimeter is wrong and the units are wrong. They're not asking for the units, so that doesn't matter. The units of perimeter are just length, so it's just centimeters. It isn't just the numbers that you can see. You have to walk the whole shape. So if you're starting there, you have to go 8, add 3, add that distance, which must be 5, because it's 8 there and that's 3. Add that distance, which is 2, because that's 3, the whole thing is 8. Add that distance and that distance. So the whole shape, its perimeter, is 8, add 3, add 5, add 2, add 5, add 3, add 5, add 3, add 8. So no marks for that. And then to work out its area, you're confusing this now with the area of the trapezium that we were working on. It's just dividing it into rectangles, working out the areas of the rectangles and adding them up. So that's wrong, but you will get a mark for your units. 5, 6, 7. Two x plus 4x, well, you have to write it as 6x to get that mark. This is a really common mistake, and it's one you mustn't fall into, as you have done here. In algebra, if a number is joined to a letter, there's a times between them, but we don't write the times in because it just looks like an x. So that actually means 6 times t, which is 5, and 4 times 9, and then you add those two together. You should label these so that it's clear, but I'll give you the 3 marks this time. 54 degrees is an angle that size, so your angle is wrong. Oh, I see you've drawn the angle in the wrong place. So it's that angle that needs to be 54. That 9 centimeters is okay. No, it's not. It's too long. So you're not going to get any marks for that. Greater than 180 is not a right angle. A right angle is 90 degrees. It's a reflex angle is what we're looking for there. So only 3 marks on that page. Take a look how I explain that video volume question on the video clip. See if you can make sense of it. With this one, you were making reflection symmetry there, not rotation symmetry. So that is wrong. Those are right. So 2 marks on that. Here, you've got these. Some of these points are wrong. Before you start to plot the graph, you need to make sure that you know what value each little square has in each direction. So in this direction, you can see you're going from 0 to 10 in 10 jumps. So each step must be 1 unit. But in this direction, you're going from 0 to 20 in 10 jumps. So that means those must be going up in 2s. Let's take a look at your points. 114.43 then. 114, that would be 100, that would be 110, 12, 14, 41, 42, 43. So that one's in the wrong place. 85.32, that is 90. 85 is there. 24 is 20, 22, 24 and 9, which is there. So all of those points are in the wrong place, and for a conversion graph you would have to join them up, and that line would then enable you to make conversions. So you don't get those marks, and 700 is wrong. What you would have to do, you can't go up to 370 because your graph doesn't work that way, doesn't go up that far. But you can get 37 on there, read it off, and times your answer by 10. Okay, with this one, I don't think you've read the question properly. What you were doing, what are you doing? What you should be doing is taking these two numbers away. So 4 take away 1 is 3. 4 take away 2 is 2. 4 take away 4 is 0. 4 take away 5 is minus 1, but this tells you it's positive. So you filled in that table incorrectly. Probabilities are all about fractions. So this is completely wrong with you. What I suggest you do is watch the video clip and then have a go at some yourself. On the Jones the Sums foundation topics, you're looking for the topic called gains of chance. This is wrong. There's no method, so I can't actually help you. Watch how I do that and see if you can get your head around it. With this one, Angle properties again are something that you will need to practice. We will do them in class, but it's worth you attacking them yourself as well. Angles inside a triangle add up to 180. That little box tells you that that is 90. So you know that that is 90 and that is 36. Add those together, take them away from 180, it will give you X. Here, angles inside a quadrilateral add up to 360. So taking those away from 360 will give you that. Then you need to know that angles on a straight line add up to 180 to get that. So there's no marks for that. With this one, some of your points are in the wrong place. So again, your plotting is wrong. Your line of best fit also needs to go at roughly the same kind of slope as your points. So your line of best fit isn't good enough either. The positive correlation is correct though. Your line of best fit isn't. And when there are 90 customers, you're estimating 510, but what you're looking for is that there, which is not 510. So again, you've thrown a lot of marks away there, which you should be able to do. That one's right. You need to do some maths. You aren't actually calculating any values out of that information. So again, take a look at how I work that out on the video clip. 936 divided by 2 isn't that, and that's not what they're looking for there either. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of things on this paper that you need to be working on over the next 6 weeks or so. I've no doubt you're going to get better, but there's a lot of things on there that even at this stage you were getting wrong that you should be getting right. 13, 17, 24, 27, 29, 30, 32. So 32 is a long way off a grade C. 32 on this paper is in fact a grade F. It's 1 mark off a grade E, but it's a long way off the 60 marks you would need for a grade C. So there's quite a bit of work that you need to do, Amber, but we do have enough time, as long as you're determined enough, to actually make up and improve on that.